Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Tofu's adventure. Alright, before I get into today's hike, I would like to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. The channel has finally reached 300. I'll be honest with you, I was quite stoked when it reached 100. So to think there's 300 people out there that actually watch my shitty content, thank you. I really appreciate that. And especially to all those who've been lurking in the past and watched my video and finally made a comment. I do appreciate that. Just letting me know that you guys are out there watching the content makes me happy, knowing that, you know, at the end of the day, I'll be honest with you, I make these videos for myself, but you know, I am sharing my passion with those who are willing to watch. So Tofu thanks you. All right, moving on into today's hike. We are attempting Eagles Ridge today. Ultimate goal is to get past Tom Tom 2. Based on everything I've read and studied on this route, Tom Tom 2 would be the most difficult to bypass. So today's main objective is to get past that one, but ideally get on top of Isolated Peak to have a good look at Eagles Lab, and then from there I'll pick one of the ridges to exit depending on time. So if I can manage to get to the top of Isolated Peak within 5 hours, I'll take the left exit, the left ridge, and bush bash my way back to the car. But if I can get there earlier and within 4 hours, I'll take the right ridge down to Barney Falls and creek hop lower portals. Okay, so we got a 3-kilometer track before the turnoff. Simple fire trail that leads you straight down to the lower portals. All right, catch you guys at the turnoff. All right, we've reached the lower portals. The creek is right ahead of us, right here, and this looks like a possible turnoff. Maybe a little bit further down, but we'll keep making our way up. So this is where the bush bashing starts. You pretty much make your way through that first dense part, and then there's this rocky ridge or spur that I'm following. So I'm assuming this is the start of Eagles Ridge. It opens up a bit here, and it is all uphill from here. I forgot to mention, it took me just under 45 minutes to reach the turnoff. So far, 10 minutes in. Trail is pretty obvious. It's not like a well footpad, but there's enough clearing for you to see that humans gone through it. The trail becomes super faint, and then after that GPX just goes all over the place. So I don't know, I wandered too far right, so I'm just finding the path of least resistance, heading back towards the left, and hopefully I still can see a faint trail to follow. But as long as I'm still climbing up, I think I should be right. Eventually I'll get to the rocky outcrop for the scramble. Back onto the trail. It wasn't too bad. I was probably only 5-10 meters to the right. This is considered an open forest in a way. Bush bashing is not, the bush bashing is not that intense, so it's not that difficult. Still making my way up to the first knoll. I reached this rocky area, a lot of boulders, still dense, overgrown, but I'm really hoping that I'm almost out of the forest and then the scrambling can start. I think I can see it. I just looked up for a split second. Up there, almost out, guys. Whew. The time now is 8:10. So the bush bashing section was 50 minutes to get to here. I'm just going to take a small detour. Whew. Alright, so I'm just pathfinding at the moment. I don't know. I think we have to climb that. And I don't even think that's the first tom-tom. But anyways, it looks like there's a path down there that runs along the base. It comes out over there. And I think that's where I'm heading. Otherwise, there's another path over this side. But that looks too steep. Yeah, climbing up that side of the mountain. Nope, I think it's the other side. Alright, I'm going to make my way around the other side and see how we go. Making my way down the gully between these two big rock faces. A lot of loose rocks. Okay, once we get to the bottom here we hang left. Keep following the trail. I just checked my GPX and it looks like you shouldn't descend there. From above it was the obvious trail, but I think before you start the descent in between the two rock gullies, there was a trail that was heading around and behind this one, the one on the left as you were looking down. I should have checked that one out, or at least check my GPX at that point, because now I'm scrambling back up. Hilarious. Okay, well at least I know for next time. Okay, just ascending the knoll, the big rock face. I am avoiding the bush, so far I'm just veering right as much as I could, just so that it's much easier and less dense. Once I get on top, I'll reevaluate where I am and then hopefully get back on track. I think I'm climbing the first tom-tom. I don't know, everything looks different from what I remember it. And there was supposed to be this scramble section before I reached the first tom-toms, but for some reason I don't see it. And I have a feeling where I descended, that was where my mistake was, and I think I bypassed the scramble. Damn it.
It was at this moment that he knew.
So far, no scrambling whatsoever. Up to this point, it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes, and I think I'm roughly 50 meters to the top of tom-tom 1. I'm super confused. Let's hope I'm wrong and there's a fun scramble to come. Alright, I'm assuming I'm scrambling up tom-tom 1, and the route is very much like Southeast Ridge. It's pretty much a defined trail, kinda. Like, you just pick your line and you just keep heading up the ridge, and then you'll pop out the top. Well, I'm approaching the detour, and that, from my understanding, is the detour from tom-tom 1, where you can either abseil down or take the left bypass. So I'm approaching that section now. Alright, we popped out the top here. I'm facing tom-tom 1. That's the compulsory climb, and that's the objective, tom-tom 2. Okay, so, well, I need to get a closer look when I get there. So for now, once we pop out on top, just head left, follow the trail. So it's pretty obvious. Shit, that's not really a compulsory climb. Anyways, all right, let's get over to that side and have a closer look at Tom Tom 2. I'm actually standing up here for a second just to inspect possible routes. So there's one way you can come straight up this gully. Well, I'm pointing to it, but that looks hard. I think once I get up to that point there, I think the trail is more obvious, left, right, and then you can go all the way up. Just head right if you're unsure. There's another way which comes along here. That becomes tricky as hell too, but then I need to get to that section before I can make my way back left. Or go along here to where that tree is, and then I can head up and probably around further to that rock face and then up and then loop back. Damn. Okay, problem solving. I think I'm going to give the gullies, or straight up the gut, a shot. If not, I can veer a little bit right. I don't know, it looks tough. In the detour, it's pretty obvious. There's a ridge line, and I'm assuming at one point there should be a gully behind a rock, from what I read, or just find a way to get down to the saddle between the two tom-toms. So once you get here, the detour is pretty obvious. So if you have a look over the right hand side, it's right here. So just follow it down and then you're at the saddle already. Okay, pretty easy. I'm in the saddle between the two toms. That's Tom Tom 1. And this is Tom Tom 2. Oh, let's hope I make it up. If not, I have to settle for the Bush Bash bypass. Alright, I'm out here by myself, so I won't push it. Let's see how I go. Alright. I think going up this gully makes sense. One sketchy part. Took me a while to get past it. Now I'm in the gully. Let's see if I can show you guys. Yep, took a while to get past there, but I'm not. Hopefully this is not too steep. I think once I get past this, I should be okay. Who can tell me what this plant is? It smells beautiful. Alright, just came up from there. It's a lot harder than it looks. Okay, I'm going to veer left a bit and go around and see if I can get up to the top. Definitely interesting, this climb up Tom Tom 2. You can make it as easy or as hard as you like, depending on the route. Sorry, depending on the line you pick. Got a little bit more to go. The final scramble up.
Follow the map for 2 kilometers.
The handholds are quite limited. I'm holding this tree, but I'm light. This was worth it though. It's a fun scramble. Ah, shit, sorry, my leg's stuck in this branch. Look at that. Nice timing. It definitely challenged me, this scramble. Not physically. There was only, like the initial part of the gully. That was tough, but the rest is manageable. Equivalent to climbing mezzanine. So, it's quite fun. Try to get over that side. I'll move to my right here. Wind's picking up, don't want to lose my hat. Moving to the right is an option. Whew, made it out to the top of Tom Tom 2. The time now is 10 o'clock exactly, which is pretty much, oh, hang on, just under 3.5 hours to get here. That looks like isolated peak. Oh, there's a landslide. That's a landslide you can see from Barney Falls. Okay, heading down. I'm assuming straight forward, then up over there, I think, or lower down. I've got to find a way up there. An isolated peak looks okay, a lot of rocks, but damn, it looks intimidating. Look how big it is. All right, good times. I came down straight from here, went zigzag like this. It wasn't too difficult, but a bit sketchy. I think ideally next time from Tom Tom 2 you head that way, and it's a lot easier this one. All right, got to find a way to get up to the top of that, eh? It looks like the easiest is just bush bash through here on the left, rather than scaling this rock here. All right, scale the rocks. Not too keen bush bash because my exit's got a lot of bush bashing, so I might as well enjoy the scrambling while I can.
1.9 kilometers.
1.9 kilometers according to my GPX left to get to the top of Eagles Ridge, but that's not where I'm going because today I'll settle for the top of ISO Peak, and from there I'll take the ridge out. I wonder if we can just scramble straight across over to the Eagle Slab over there rather than going all the way up to the top of ISO Peak. All right. Good weather today. I thought it's going to be a lot hotter, but it's not too bad. Okay, I'm not 100% sure where to go, so that's where I'm aiming for, and I have no clue how to tackle ISO peak. It doesn't look like it's a hard scramble, it's just got to find the right line to get up to the top. I'm assuming this is the way down from Tom Tom 3. Just found this gully in between these two rock faces, and takes you down to the saddle. Oh god. I have a big bag on and I can't descend with it facing, so I just gotta find a handhold. Keeps getting caught in the rocks. So the GPX literally told me to go up and down every single tom-tom. So apparently there's 3, but there's a smaller one just towards the end. It's like a double camel's hump. I guess that's still considered as 3. Now this descent down here looks sketchy as F, so I'm not 100% sure this is on track or not, but I've got to find a way down. Alright, on the last tom-tom, 3, 4, whatever you like to call it, there's a gully on your right hand side. I was descending towards the left, but it looked too sketchy, so I poked my nose over to the right. This looks more like it. So easy descent down, and there's some kind of trail to kickstart our ISO peak. Starting the climb up Isolated Peak, also known as Northeast Peak. Doesn't look like the trail lasts long. Either that or I'm not on the trail. Okay, I don't know. I'll just do what I did earlier, find the path of least resistance. From all the notes I read, this is not a scrambling challenge. I guess it's similar to walking from East Peak to North Peak. Just gotta forge your way. It's more of a physical challenge. It's steep, but it is so easy. Like standing at the bottom or at the other tom-toms looking up, it looked quite intimidating. But being actually on it, the peak is just there, almost there already. Took me less than 10 minutes to get here. I think half an hour I can make it to the top, but yeah, my pace is definitely slowing down. Check this lookout out. Oh. Balancing rock. Let's see. Just double check it doesn't move. So that ridge line there was the ridge line that my Facebook group exited last week. Sorry, 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I can't remember. They got up to Tom Tom 2 and they descended down that ridge out down to Moonlight Slab. Oh, not a bad view. Alright, anyways, I popped out here. I don't know whether we can walk this and don't know which direction to go. Maybe go directly up. Looks like I'm heading left. It's quite steep, walkable, but at times you got to put your hand down to stop you from falling. So I'm aiming for that corner there, I'm assuming, and from there I'm pretty sure we can wrap around to the top of this knoll. Damn, this is deep. There is a walkway, kind of. I don't think climbing this rock face is going to be the smart move. Looks fun though, maybe with really grippy shoes. I don't fancy my luck today. Pretty much got around that big smooth slab. We're sitting on top now. That's the slab there. Looking back at Tom Tom 2. That's incredible. I better hurry up and get out of here soon. The weather looks like it's going to start to rain. On top of Ice Peak. Whew, made it. Time now is 11:20. So just under 5 hours to get here. A few navigational errors. So next time I'll probably save half an hour to 45 minutes.